Hello and welcome everybody, I hope that you are all good, and we are in for part 2 of the Ultra Unlock that not only brings this little furry blob, Pormy, which is actually a huge one. We've also got a new bug type to go and chase, Nimbol, and an incredibly rare Pseudo Legendary in Frigibax. Having checked out some of the APAC peeps videos, oh my days, that thing is rare. The challenge is going to be trying to find one of those ice dragon types, and of course we want to go chasing Bombirdier, but there is Pormy into the Pokédex. Very nice, and we'll try and see if we can get it evolved, but this one, the third stage requires you to walk 25 kilometers with it. I am fairly confident of that, and it seems to be around, which is nice. I do have to say thank you very much to a part of my Patreon squad, Samir Black 1966, for gifting me the ticketed research I've Got Your Back, which I really do appreciate the ticket. It is quite high monetary value, but honestly, if you're not being gifted this, don't do it. Trust me on that one, you literally get the worst set of rewards for $5 I've ever seen. Bombirdier won't be spawning in raids until after 11 AM because we need the extra hatch, and that's if we even find any. So it might be a case of we're going to jump in the car and go around today. But of course, let me know in the comments below if you like any of these new Pokemon that have dropped. Have you got any good ones? Have you found Frigibax? Have you already got Shiny Bombirdier? If you haven't done so already, please do smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. We're going to be out chasing these things all of next week. Look at this. It is the second of the 3 of the new Pokemon, Nimbol. The thing I remember about this Pokemon and its evolution Lokix, the shiny sick. But obviously the shiny isn't out yet for this event. Sort of a golden bug. But there we go, into the Pokédex with not Lokix, Nimbol. Straight there underneath Lechonk. Ooh, and enter a nearby showcase. Speaking of, there's like 4 or 5 of them. What's going on? If we can get the evolves done ASAP, that would be rather smashing. But you know what I also need is a little hit of caffeine. But when you think you're gonna get a shiny Lechonk and then you click this instead, okay, it's been a long time since getting a shiny Koffing actually, so I'll definitely take it. I have to say, my first initial thoughts of this stage 2 of Welcome to Paldean is that Pormy is everywhere, which given it's the new Pokemon, or one of the new Pokemon, that kind of makes sense. But also Lechonk quests don't exist anymore. Lechonk is still in the wild, you can still find it, but there are no Lechonk research tasks anymore. It is catch 5 for Pormy. And on the note of that, we've got 3 of them. So we need to check and catch. Obviously this can't be shiny, but I have no idea what the 100%er is. I think it's north of 270. Number 2 IV-wise is going to be 254, and then the final of the 3, 261. Okay, it's kind of dead. Okay, 89%, so it's definitely up past 270, I would say, actually. Oh, my eggs have hatched. When did they hatch? Right, I had 8 eggs go off, and were there anything good in them? 96 for Coco. No, all dead. I do have to say thank you very much to actually Pope Dave, because we hatched a 100% Sprigatito yesterday from 1000 Oaks, California, which is amazing. So thanks very much. Well, we scoped Campfire and found there are 2 Bombirdier raids that we can go and do, so I'm going to jump in the car because it's the only way to go and get them. However, we've got the research here with some items to claim, and then 2 Pormy encounters, and actually, that's not it. It's 272 for the Pormy Hundo from the research. This one, maybe 249 is horrendous. We do have a lucky 98 we just picked up from a trade with Francesco, which is very nice. Non-lucky friend, just a random lucky, which is awesome. But we can claim our Pormy back, but thank you very much to Samir Black 1996. And we've got a lucky egg on, which means we can go and claim all of this Master Ball research XP, slowly claim everything, and the Master Ball is still not showing, but let's claim it because you can stack them. We've received a Master Ball. Lovely stuff. What I'm going to use it on, I'm not really sure, given how bad my luck with Galarian Birds is at the moment. So that's that. Then we can claim this research for the Paldean adventure, and tomorrow we can finally complete it. Here, look, Pormy 98 lucky. Not too bad. We've driven to the Bombirdier raid. It's the only way to do raids on a weekend, really. So this is the new shiny. From what I've heard, this is like a less tanky Mandibuzz, being a dark flying type, so maybe usable in Ultra League, but that's just me looking at what other people are saying. Personally, we want to see sparkles on it. Here we go. Bombirdier. Not much to really say apart from just tap it. Very quick and easy to take down. It is only tier 3, so obviously soloable. I forget the hundo we were looking for, 12 something? What? I know, well I got 1389, so come on. No, it needs to have like a grey face.
Nope.
Quite a long shot, but Golden Raz, terrible throw is the way to go. Let's get the Pokédex sorted before we begin the shiny chase. There we go, Bombirdier into the Pokédex. Ah, and it's got the flying type background, look at that. Yeah. I think it's only like 3rd Mon. This dreadful stats, absolutely horrendous. Well, now we're going to drive back to another 3-star raid. You'll scope Campfire and go, there's a lot of empty gyms. Thanks again to Cicatrix for the previous Bombardier raid. Unfortunately, still no shiny, but I mean, it will be a perma boost, but it won't be like stupidly crazy boost. So, not shiny. 3092 is going to be dead. Nice. There's now a lack of Bombardier raid, so we're going Shadow Zapdos hunting. We don't need to chase the Shadow Shiny. I'm chasing a decent IV 1 or 2 of these because it's a very good Shadow Electric type attacker, so definitely worth raiding over the next 3 months. You can duo this, but we're going with a squad of 4, all good levels, all Mega Evolve. I'm running Mega Aerodactyl for the Candy Flying type boost, and if it was in my team, the Rock type attack boost. I want to show, last weekend I have already managed to pick up the Shadow Shiny Zapdos from the raid. It was only raid number 2 or something, so we've already managed to get that, which is fantastic. It's not terrible IV, it's kind of a dirty 3-star. We want to see the magical 2015 or 2519. All the 100%ers. Keep your fingers crossed, peeps, and let me know in the comments below if you've managed to get a decent one of these. Have you already got the Shadow Shiny? 1948 dead stats. Good luck, peeps. Not a Shadow Shiny here. Now, the Shadow Shiny actually looks better than the normal Shiny in my view because of the extra purple aura. Quick little Shadow Shiny check from the shopping centre before we drive to another Bombardier raid and then more Shadow Zapdos. No. 1911, not an amazing IV1 either. It's the way it zips around the screen. Anybody else with me? Let me know in the comments. Is Zapdos really irritating? I find it very annoying. Driven back over to the common for another Bombardier potential shiny. No, alas no. 1403, and while we catch this, we've got some great news. Good old Lewis has spotted over in West Ealing while they're scoping some quests. A Frigibax, so we're going to drive over there ASAP and abandon all raids and go for the rare new one. That's got to be done. As you can see, we have made it. Little Frigibax at the side of the road there. Brand new Pseudo Legendary Dragon Ice type, much like Curem. First one we have seen or heard of. Thank God we've got the local group people actually checking out where they're going. Some people are doing quest hunt for Poor Me or whatever, so hello. Speak of the devils, they're in the car there as well. Frigibax, welcome to the Pokédex, and I am lucky friends with Tom, who just drove past us, so we may do a little lucky trade for Frigibax. 1 star. I really like this. It was the first. This was the first shiny I got in Pokemon Violet, so Pseudo Legendary picked up. That's all the new Pokemon from this wave. Shadow Zapdos just after the good old Bombardier raid by Gunnersbury. And then we've got 2 more that we can drive to. You need a vehicle to get around and do these. Come on. 1924 is so dead. Sierra, you disappoint me. Shadow Shiny? Shadow? No. And I need to find Tom. He's down for the lucky trade of Frigibax. You won't believe what just happened. I received a remote raid invite from none other than Casual Coops. Thank you, dude. Maybe you can bring me the Shiny Bombirdier. And it's also dead stats. So we've got 2 Shadow Zapdos here. Ticking down on CP of the first of the 2 Zapdos here. And this is going to be, 1911. We've already had that today. And it's dead. We're going to work through the dim phone screen that's struggling in the heat and see if we can pick up a Shadow Shiny. Maybe the 3rd one I've had? No, sadly not. So I'm hoping this is a very quick catch. We need to jump into the next one because it's probably only got about 5 minutes left on it. And the second Shadow Zapdos, may it be a decent IV 1938. No, not Shadow Shiny. So we managed to reconvene with Tom and do our lucky trade. So we decided to swap the Frigibax that we just caught, try and see if we can get a Londo of it, straight off the bat. So we're both looking for 55 CP. New Pseudo Legendary kind of fits the bill. We can put rare candy into it if it's sort of decent, and given it's a lucky, fingers crossed it's not going to be a 12-12-12, which is my usual luck. 54 CP. Sadly, 93 with a 13 attack, which is a real shame. It's still a lucky, you can get the lucky Dex, which is great, but given how rare this thing is, I'll very much take the lucky trade of it, so thanks very much, Tom. Another Bombardier raid, another Driven 2 raid. Decent-ish IV, maybe. Nope, 1358, the worst we've had so far.
So it can be shiny.
Maybe. Who got where? Highbone with the most damage. Come on. No. Sadly not. We've managed to find another Bombardier raid. And then there's a Smashing of Shadow Zapdos we're going to go and do as well. Back at the local spot. Car shiny? No. And we know, well, the weather boosted Hundo is 1777. This will be no XL candy despite the weather boost and the Aerodactyl Mega Triple Level 3 Evolve. How does that work? So we've now got Windy Boosted Zapdos, which means we're going to be looking for 2519, and this is literally almost 100 CP off of what we actually want to see. Trioed very easy, even with the Windy Boost.
not Shadow Shiny. There's one more up the road that we can go and do.
My thanks to FurbyAndrew, part of the Patreon squad, long-time supporter, who's currently somewhere very nice and sunny. 1391, but we'll see if it could be the Shiny Bombirdier. That'll be smashing. Come on. Sadly not. Sadly not the shiny. We have seen, obviously, it does exist. Can Town Hall deliver us some Shadow Shiny luck or something decent IV-wise? No, 24-34. Seriously, as I said earlier, chase Shadow Zapdos on the weekends. It's worth the grind. It's a good Shadow Electric type. I think it only sits behind Shadow Raikou and Mega Manectric as an attacker, so it's quality. Oh, Shadow Shiny, that's the third one. Hurrah. Shame you can't trade these.
Now you've got the thumbnail.
Not that I didn't have it already, but hey. Shame it's not decent IV. Decent IV Shadow Shiny would have been amazing. Well, look, 4XL for the catch, and this one is unfortunately pretty dead as a 2-star, but third Shadow Shiny Zapdos. Look at what we've managed to just stumble across while doing some routes and doing some item restocking. Our second Frigibax of the day, weather boosted at 8.99. Let's Silver Pineapple potential for a lucky trade. Very cool indeed. Seen 2 of them. An XL candy for it, which is very nice indeed, and it is 32-star, not dissimilar from our lucky. On the note of Frigibax, it isn't totally amazing stats, but what better to get a lucky Pokédex. Let's finish off this line. We did put the candy into it using our rare candy. Let's evolve it and get the dex completed for this line of Pseudo Legendary Dragon types. We can't do Pormy, the whole line of Pormy, because of the 25-kilometer walking, but that is, I think it's Artibax? Yes, Artibax. Looks very cool, some Ice Raptor. Nice design. Let's get the Pseudo Legendary for Gen 9 into the Pokédex and into the storage. I was hunting this one back when I was playing Scarlet and Violet, or Violet in my case, and I got the shiny of it, and it will be a calm day in like many years' time, but Baxcabilur, fantastic to see that added to the game. Very cool design. Moveset wise, no idea, etc. how good it is, but obviously we know 13 attack. We can do better than that, but why not get the lucky dex completed? So alas, no luck with Bombirdier, but of course let me know in the comments below, have you managed to get the Generation 9 Stalk Shiny? Gonna be chasing it again over the course of the next 5 days, and this event runs until September the 15th at 8 PM your local time. I'm very pleased to have got the Baxcabilur Evolution, absolutely fantastic. Lucky trade as well. Let me know again if you've managed to find that new Pseudo Legendary, and all of your other wins as well in the comments below. And if you haven't done so already, please do smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate your support. I'm still pushing hit 20k subscribers before the year is done. I wouldn't be able to continue on the grind without the help and support of all my fantastic Patreon members. Everybody who's on the rolling credits there really does make it possible for me to continue bringing you the content and the live streams and some travel bits and pieces, i.e. New York Go Fest. Thank you so much to every single one of you indeed. So coming up, we've got Mankey Spotlight Hour on the Tuesday night. We'll be live streaming that, and hopefully the phone doesn't overheat like it did last week for Raid Hour. But key thing to note is, like Wooper last week, the 4x catch XP and Stardust rolls over and continues throughout the Spotlight Hour, so it's definitely a good one to grind while those bonuses are still very much here in the game. And then after that, it will be Celesteela Raid Hour. I will say this now because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another video out. Drop your in-game name and your friend code in the comments below if you want to have a shot at Celesteela Raid Hour. I'm going to add 5 to 10 people like I did for Katana last week. It'd be great to get some of you guys involved if you're chasing the giant Ultra Beast version of Skarmory. So I'll say, on that note, do go and check out this video. It's a fantastic piece of content, and I will see you all very soon. Do take care.